Folks, welcome back to Supermarket Simulator. I am furiously trying to get stock back on these shelves. Let me get this on here and I'll show you what I've done. We bought the next tier of products. So we have that, what was it here? The cleaners, the bleach, toilet paper, all that kind of fun stuff, the COVID special. We put the corner rack in, we loaded it up, and we're just getting massacred with an onslaught of customers. I cannot keep up. I think what we need to do, as I neglect my duties of restocking, we want we need a restocker. To get a restocker, we need the storage and we need a rack. Storage is $800, and then the rack, I believe, is a couple hundred. Furniture, small rack is $200. So we need $1,000, which we're halfway there, and we can hire a restocker. Because right now, I spend my entire day trying to fill these shelves, and I'm barely keeping up. If we get more racks with, which realistically we need to get this expansion, we could add more racks and duplicate products. If we start doing that, I mean, we're so far behind. So I think that's our game plan, right? We seem to be doing okay funds-wise. Like, to be able to afford that license and the shelf was $950. And I managed to do that in one day. So not bad at all. We do need to keep an eye on our prices because people keep complaining about things being too expensive, but that's okay. We can start to reassess those once we get our hiring help, or our restocker help, I should say. Let's get these lights on. Get the oil on the shelf. But yeah, I think, as I've been saying before, like, we start out a little bit slow, but now it's starting to pick up. And it's just a matter of getting that support to make it happen. It used to be like $200 was a lot to us, right? Like, we could barely afford a rack. Now we can get like 4 racks per day. It's just getting the stuff onto the shelf, getting it processed. We do want to buy another self-checkout space. I think that's a smart buy, but that's about $1,000. So $1,000 or so for... see if I can get a quick order in. $1,000 for the restocker, and it will be about $1,000 to get another self-checkout. So that's kind of our two main goals. And if I just quickly go through, maybe I need 2 of those, one of these. Yeah. Boy, they are killing us on stock. Let's get that placed real quick. Wholesale offer. They're going to buy 24 eggs. Average cost sales price $4.25, 24 of them. I mean, that's like $4.25. I mean, we may as well. It's just quick sales. Now, where was this? This was this one here, right? These 2 shelves. Means if I move quick, I'll just put in 1 order of eggs again. We should be okay. I'm gonna have to spend some time when store closes just to restock these shelves. It's killing me. When I got the new product and the new shelf in, I was like, okay, let me get the stocks on the shelves, let me get it all cleaned up, and then I'll kind of like start up the recording and show you guys. But it just never kind of relented. It was ongoing, and it still is. So I think that is clearly our next goal. Get that cleaned up. We don't want to lose any money by letting it sit empty on the shelves too long. Okay. And that will also clean this kind of space up, which will be good. What was that person complaining about? I missed it. I've been falling behind on the price adjustments when things like have their market value changed. I have not been keeping up with that. So people have been upset with my pricing, but that's okay. I've got 2 things of orange juice. We'll end up adjusting them over time. If I can catch anyone complaining, I'll make an edit, but until then, we just keep on keeping on. I got a spare box of those. That's fine. I don't want to put it on top. I'll never see what it is. Okay, nope. I guess you need to have the box open to throw it away. All right. Got some dirty windows we need to clean up. We're up to $648 after buying a bunch of stock, so that's not too bad. We still have some stock left over. It's looking like tomorrow we can get our storage and our hire, so not bad at all. Let's finish up the stuff. The day's done, but let's just get everything onto the shelf. Let's take stock of where we are after this. Okay, should be our toilet paper, yeah. Which are big and they take up a lot of space. Okay, so we still could use some more bread, some more tea probably. Another thing of eggs because we did the bulk sale. Our cleaning, I think it's like a window cleaner or a general cleaner. We can get whatever this is. So let me just load it up on the table anyway. So salt we could do, I think this is lime juice, olive oil. I don't know why I think it's lime juice. We could use one of these. I mean, that's running low. I guess maybe we'll throw that one on as well. Another thing of bread. We could load up the tea. It's expensive, but we may as well add it on anyway. One more thing of eggs. And everything else looks okay. So we're going to need $2.45, which is fine. We have enough money for that, but it's past 9 p.m., so we will end the day. And let's just see. So we have 14 not found, which I think were when I started loading up the stock this morning, the new products. 16 were too expensive, so that's definitely something we need to keep an eye on. We made 1,600. We spent a ton, which is fine, because we ended up buying a lot of product anyway to get it out on the shelf initially. So overall, we're doing okay. So soda, shampoo, and water up, candy are down. So we should do soda, shampoo, and water and just double check the price. So we could probably bump this up. Okay, and then shampoo was, is this shampoo? Hand soap. That was shampoo. Okay, that's what we're actually just ordering. There we go. And I forgot what went down in price, but that's okay. We will let it go. When someone complains, we'll fix it. You can see on the right-hand side, I have that tea order, which is like an online order. I've kind of given up on those. I don't know if I'm like missing the strategy, but like I load up a bag, I run it out to a dude who's like somewhere in the map and I get like $60. It's just another order. But if I run out for that length of time, I'm just going to be missing on refilling my shelves. So I guess if I get that under wraps, I can start doing them. But right now, it's probably not worth it. It's more of a nuisance than anything. So shampoo, let's adjust the price. So $6.83. We're not too far off the mark on that one. Let's bump it up a tiny bit. If I were to check market, doesn't mention anything about pricing there. I'm trying to think if there's like a history pricing. Okay. Previous cost, current cost, average cost. I guess this is what we should be checking, right? So rather than running around like a madman, we should be looking at this to see what our profit margins are, right? So market price $4.94. We could just go through and reset all on this. So we're above slightly, like this one could be a little, I mean, this one's a little high, right? That one's okay. That one's a buck above. That one could get bumped up a slight bit. We're well below on this one. That's why cheese keeps selling. $4.75. Make this $11.75. Yeah, okay, this is a lot better. I didn't realize this existed. So let's go through a quick review. See, what else do we have? What else do we have? That's okay. That one needs to be dropped. Actually, it's probably going to be even lower than that, to be honest. Candy. That can go up. Yeah, that's okay. The dishwasher tablets are crazy expensive. But I guess, you know, in real life they are as well. Yeah. Okay, that looks okay. I think we'll leave it there. Let's get this stock out. So 624 in the bank. Any more garbage? We got this guy here. Beautiful. Okay. Let's keep stocking. We shouldn't be too far off. It kills me that I have to like do this, but I guess that's our next upgrade, right? So with storage, that won't be a problem. Nope, not going that way. We'll look at restocking that stuff in a moment. So bread. Our checkouts have been handling the volume quite well. Despite there being a lot of people, we haven't really seen much of a extended lineup, right? We've had, some people waiting, but it hasn't been awful. So I think our current setup is probably okay for the moment. We're gonna need a powdered sugar. It's too expensive. Okay. This stuff here. Yeah, it's a little bit expensive. Another order came through online. We're not going to bother with it again. But yeah, once we get like the next expansion, we're probably going to need some help with checkouts. So I'll get those loaded up. That's one we already did. Yeah. There we go. We can also hire I noticed a security guard. I've caught a couple people shoplifting. I'm sure there's a lot more that are doing it that I'm not catching just because I'm just way too busy. You just head down trying to refill everything as fast as you can. And I guess that's kind of, it's the cost of it, right? Okay, so we can afford our storage. We can afford our hire, which we'll do momentarily. Let's just see if we can get some more of this out. Only 2 orange juice and our hand soap. We have to put in another order. Okay, that one's full. Okay, so let's go storage, unlock our storage, go to we need to get our shelf first. So that would be market, furniture. It's just a rack we need, right? Hiring, restocker, just any rack. Okay. So $500 in the bank. Let's get I don't know the difference. I'm going to guess for $50 extra, getting the tall rack is probably okay. We'll buy that. Turn the lights on. So I'm guessing our storage is through this door here. No. Where is the storage? Does it just exist? Why is the garbage can lit up as well? This is our storage? Oh, okay. Interesting. It's not the way I would have done it, I suppose. But why is this green? Okay, let's grab this. Place our storage rack here. Boom. Maybe we don't even have a light in here. Oh, I forgot to mention. I bought 2 lights. It's not quite so dungeon-like. So, not too bad. Let's quickly put in an order. We're going to need to load up on product before we hit 9 p.m. if we can. Got one of those. I can't remember if that takes 2 shelves or not. Put that order in. There we go. So now, if I were to go back to hire, we can hire a restocker. So it's $90 a day with an initial cost of $100. So it's starting to get expensive. So working, checks if it's working or not. Sure. Only use labeled rack. Pick up box from ground and remove label. Drop empty box. Place products on shelves and restock from vehicles. Okay. So I don't know what the hell that means. Using only labeled rack. I guess that's just, you can pick up boxes from the floor and use the rack. I guess that's fine. Yeah, don't remove the label. That's good. Drop the empty box. That's fine. Place products on shelves. Yeah, that looks okay. So our man is grabbing stuff already. That's a good start. Okay, so he's taking from our restock location. Just kind of like watch him for a little bit. And if this is full, so that's going to like completely empty. All right, looking good, looking good. I'll jump in and I'll help it a little bit too. That's already full. It's got 1. If I put this on our storage rack, you should be able to grab that. Now, if this is, no, that's going to be completely filled as well. I'm wondering what he does with the leftovers, right? So if he's got a partially filled box, is he just going to like leave it on the floor? What does he do with it is what I want to know. So I will start moving these guys to the rack. I think the big rack was a good idea. So again, completely fills that one. Get rid of that. Our wages are starting to creep up. We have a couple $100 a day in wages, but I think it's worth it. Again, it's always about cutting out the tedium. So I guess it's another empty box. That one can go into the rack as well. Okay, load that in. Now he should put it on top. Oh no, I did the full shelf anyway. Okay, may as well help him out. Get this done, and we'll call it a day. Can they overhang a bit? Yeah. I like how it's like freeform where you can put it in however you want. It's not like single slot, one box for like 1, 1, 1. Although, okay, that was interesting. How does this work? Am I doing something wrong? Yes, I need to place it. Okay, so it's a different place. I was wrong completely. Now, if I just take everything off. All right, so I was just using G to place it, which I shouldn't be doing. I need to use left click place to actually place it. Huh, you can stack them at least. That's good. Okay, so more racks is going to be okay. They're only like $2.50 a piece. He's pulling off the rack. We'll grab this one. So $2.50 a piece is not terrible when you can hold like that many SKUs. So I think that's worthwhile. We're looking okay. We're up to 576 again. What is everything like? What are our next unlocks? So we can get a... No, we can't get another customer helper. We need more scales. I think we can get... We're pretty close to being able to get a second cashier because we're almost level 18 and we need level 20. We can get a janitor and a security guard. I don't think either one of them are really worth it. Security guard maybe, but the janitor, like we can clean up ourselves. That's not a problem. $1,300 is going to get us another section, which is worth getting because we can obviously get some more racks, which would be perfect. More storage section, which maybe that door that I tried to go through initially, once we get additional storage, it'll attach. But like, man, you can get 15 sections, so you can get a huge storage space. Bills I'm behind on. I guess I should pay these off. Licenses. So our next license is $7.50, and it gets a bunch of fresh produce. So apples, carrots, tomatoes, and all kinds of stuff, which I guess we need a fridge. Let's see. Produce stall. Okay, $150 for that. That's where it's going to end up. So $150 plus the $750, we're looking at $900. Yeah. Okay, so $900 probably is our next unlock, if you will, or a target. So I think I'm going to keep trucking away. Our man here is just going to stand guard. But what we'll do is we'll grind through a little bit. We're not far off. We're 300 anyway already, but I do need to put another stock order in. I guess, I don't know if I can put a produce stall here or if we just pop them. We could do back-to-backs, like in the center, kind of like marketplace style, until we get this opening maybe and push everything back. But maybe we try that. So we'll aim for that one. So I'm just going to keep trucking away, and I'll pop back momentarily. I'll show you guys what I've got. And we're back. We've got our produce stand set up, and these guys are just destroying the stock. It's unreal. So I need to quickly get an order in as well. These things are just like wildly priced, like $26. I guess it's like by kilo or something. But not bad. I guess we can double up to the most expensive ones, like these. No, these guys. Try that. Got a wholesale order. Let's grab that one quick. Nope, don't have enough stock anyway. We also need to manage the scale. I think this dude does help out occasionally as well, but we need to punch in the code. So 8252, slap the sticker on, good to go. So he will help out if he's not busy. So we need to keep an eye on that one. We are going to double up lemons, so we'll put them over in this corner. And one box fills up one of these crates, so that's not too bad. And then I think it was garlic, right? Because we have 2 boxes of garlic. There we go. Once we get like a bigger store, I can envision back-to-back produce stands, so it should be pretty neat. But these look to be good money makers, or at least so far it seems that way. So we'll let him do his thing. I need to restock the rest of the stuff. Quickly throw in an order. That can fill both of those. Put in that. Man. Yeah, just getting the stock on the shelf. I clearly have ignored everything else. How 479 on funds. We don't have a whole lot else. So there we go. Ooh, we're running pretty tight on funds. I also, hopefully it works. It does not. Oh, there it is. I got a light for our storage room. So, oh, she's a criminal. Hold on. Gonna go bop her in the head. Bop. Okay, grab her crate. What? Holy, she had a lot of stuff. Okay, pick the stuff up. And there we go. The big queue, like they yell like no sweat or something, and then they just run out. So she stole a couple cakes and a hand soap. Very sad. Very sad indeed. Let's do a little bit of cleaning. But yeah, the produce stand was like what, 150? We ran out of pasta. We must have some on the order. The stand was like 150. The license was like 750, so it wasn't awful. Oh, there you go. Thank you, sir. It did prompt like another mission, which went to online order, which we've had a ton of them already, and I just like kind of canceled it. So now on the top left, it's telling us to do the online order, even though we have none. So we'll wait for another one to come through, and then we will work on that one. I don't know if there's going to be another mission after that, or if it just kind of clears out, so we'll see. But I think we're progressing quite well. This dude here will grab stuff off the floor as well, so even if it's full in the rack, we can't just dump them like we were doing before. But I think what we want to do next, either additional scale and self-checkout for this guy, or we get the expansion. I'm worried about getting the expansion and then just having too many products, because it's going to get that kind of backlog, right, where everyone's going to line up again and we can't kind of handle it. We can't even keep up with the demand as it is. So it may be a matter of kind of solidifying our, quote unquote infrastructure between checkouts. I could buy another manual checkout and just do it myself. So that could be an option. So I haven't quite decided. If I look up the licenses, the next one's 750 and then it jumps up to 1100. The 750 license is looking like it's eggs and cheese, which would be in the fridge, and then we've got like honey tuna and powdered sugar again, which would be on the shelf. So kind of a mixed group of things. The next storage upgrade we don't really need. The next growth upgrade is 1300, so that's starting to get pretty expensive. In terms of furniture, because we don't have any empty racks or anything, you could get the single fridge for 200, 375 for the big one. I don't know if these mini ones don't really seem worth it. We have nothing freezer related yet. We also could do these kind of low freestanding ones, like the quad racks, which we could like pop into the center here, which may be a good play, because those like, even with the expansion, are going to be useful. They are decently expensive, but I think your rack space, like, it's like 2 of these, right? So 210, which would be 420 versus 375. This is more price effective if it works that way. So that could be our go. And it's also, this is double what the half one is. So this feels like a good play. 375 could be our best bet. $375, $200 for a fridge, or $375. So maybe both of these are our kind of next furniture buy, and then we get our product license here. So it is a little expensive, but we are making a decent chunk of change. It's just a matter of keeping up with the stock, right? So like right now, most of what we have in here is produce, but we need some shelf stuff. So that'll be our order for the next morning. So yeah, let me jump to the next day. We'll see how we did. So we're on day 30. We still have a lot of, so this is when I was putting out stuff in the morning. Still stuff is expensive. Decent overall. Obviously net profit of -90, but we did upgrades and a bunch of stock to get everything onto the shelf. So we'll be okay on that one. Basmati and toilet paper have gone up. Mushrooms have gone down. So let's do a quick reassessment of our mushroom prices. Yes, that went down quite a bit. We only have one of those, so we'll check our basmati rice over here. 716, so we can probably take that 775. And our toilet paper, which was really, oh, I don't want to remove it, sorry. I gotta put some stuff on the shelf before that one will allow me to reprice. So let's do a stock order. We're gonna need some milk, we're gonna need some cheese, probably 2 milk to refill that one. A lot of drinks, but not enough to like completely fill a shelf, but that's okay. We have our storage space. That's okay, that's okay. Obviously we're gonna need our toilet paper, probably one more of those, some olive oil, and all those look okay. So let's grab the toilet paper first so we can reprice it. There we go. Pop over here, check the price real quick. I mean, it didn't change by much, right? I feel like that's okay. We're coming together. Things are starting to look a little more lively, a little bit more variety in our store, some color, like a good little pop to it. So I'm gonna open up, because that's the first thing we need to do. I'm gonna open it up and I'm gonna work away. I think what we're gonna do is push for this stand that we had here, get the next license, and I think that's our next step. Let me just fill this order first. Show you guys real quick. So they want 36, I guess, kilos, 0.36 kilos or pounds, whatever you want to call it. Who knows what the units are in this world? There we go. So now we can close it and drop it. Again, I don't understand. So it's Kayla Clark. I have to hit map, and I see Kayla Clark is way over here. So I need to now run all the way over there. There must be a better way. All right, we've tracked her down. We're there. Delivered her order. She's happy. 140 bucks. It's not terrible. Now we need to make the run back to the store. I guess the idea is you complete the orders. You can put them on a rack, and then you just like mark the customers and just hop on a bike or a car or something and deliver it that way. It just feels half-baked, I guess. Like it's just, I don't know. There's something missing. I don't know why the racks are full in storage. Ooh, okay. Can I just help you out then? And just put it on the ground and clear this label. There is this label. There we go. Get him out of trouble, and we'll keep moving on. He should have been smart enough to kind of figure that one out before he got to that point, but that's a-okay. We'll make it work. We need to get another display storage rack. I'll close the lid on that one. But those are 200 bucks. Again, probably not worth it at this point. We'll clean up that little mess on the ground in a second. Because like he can grab those, so I'm not too worried about it. We haven't been called to the scale, so I think our man's been handling it quite all right. Get the soda out on the shelf. Yeah, once we're hitting like a really high item count where we just don't have the room for everything. So it's a good problem to have because like our throughput is quite nice. Our profit each day is quite nice. It's just handling it. I think I have, did I get the hand soap? I didn't. Okay, quickly add that one on there. Put the order through, go to the scale. Someone's calling me. Are you helping? Yes? Okay, boom. Okay, I'm gonna finish restocking the shelves. I'm gonna kind of run it through a few days and we'll check with you guys in a minute. And welcome back, folks. We have an update for you. We have bought some new products. We've bought an expansion. We've bought a new fridge. We've bought the shelf. We are looking pretty good. So we're just going to quickly get these new products onto the racks, onto the fridge. Let's price them as we go. So let's put this at maybe $12.50. We get needs to be in the fridge. Yeah. Okay. What is this? It's some sort of cheese. I guess we'll put it close to the other cheese. I don't know if logic makes any sense here, but we're making money seemingly hand over fist here. $6. It pretty much took like 2 days to buy the expansion as well as this rack unit and the fridge. So it's not bad. Like we're doing okay. It started out 14. It started out a little bit slow, but we're looking pretty solid now. I think the key is just really getting. Is this a refrigerated pasta? It is. The key is just starting to get these guys in to help you do stuff, right? I think investing into this self-checkout will be the next kind of best thing to do. I think tuna was it was a fridge thing. Okay. Interesting. But that fills 2 full shelves. Getting the self-checkout will be handy because it'll allow us to get more customers to the door. We're probably going to hit that point now where we can't handle the volume that we have. We've got some sort of weird mini eggs. Yeah, okay, we're going to have to place some more orders. Oh. Yep, let's go quick. There's only 2 things. I guess there was 1, 2, 3, 4. There was 6 products. Fridge, shelf. Yep, only 2 shelf items. Okay. I guess it is what it is. We will get 1 more of these, 1 more of these, 1 more of these, just to fill the rest of the other side. Eventually, when we get new stuff, we can kind of like reduce the duplication. That big center rack is kind of wasted at the moment just because we don't have enough. However, the next license we'll be able to kind of fit our stuff onto that. So not too worried. It's a good investment for the future anyway. The produce stand has been going nuts. There's a ton of money in that one. I've been doing a few online orders just while, had some downtime. And I kind of get them. Like, I think the perk or the point is you get the delivery fee, which has quite a good markup on top of the existing markup. So you end up kind of like double dipping your profit. Powdered sugar is too expensive. $13.25. So I kind of get it. If you have your store fully automated, then I guess you just kind of like have the opportunity to go do it. While I am struggling to keep up with everything, I don't quite have the opportunity. So I guess that is in the future, we'll kind of look more into that one. Quickly skim through. I won't go too nuts on getting everything completely topped up, because we are short on funds. So we do need to wait for a couple orders to go through before we can put this through. So we need like 2 cents. Yeah, literally 2 cents. No, claims 3. I guess it's a rounding. Okay, we'll put the order in. Our restock man has been so helpful. He does kind of get stuck. Like if he's got a box that he can't put on the rack, he'll just stand here like a dummy. So you need to kind of keep an eye on that one. But otherwise, he's been very, very helpful. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to get the profit that we need. So I've also just been dumping stuff on the ground because he'll grab them from there as well, and I don't need to worry. Let's quickly get this stuff stocked. And garbage is getting nuts. I now see the draw of the janitor. Still don't think it's worth it quite yet. We can kind of handle it, I think, in the meantime. Like, it's not that bad. But once you start getting those store expansions, right, and it starts pushing back further and further, then yeah, I get it. And we've got half our store orange and half our store kind of like this lighter yellowy color ever since the beginning. So maybe at some point I'll actually get to that one. I think originally when we did it, it was like $200 per can of paint. And that's probably going to take 2 more cans of paint, which at the time, $400 was like a full day's worth of work. Now it's not as bad. So we could probably add that onto our to-do list as we go through this here. Let's check the racks over here. They're mainly full. I don't know if I can put something up there. No? Can we reach? No, I don't think I can reach. Maybe he can reach it. So we'll just throw it on the ground here. There we go. Okay. So where's our man doing? He's restocking. Hand soap is too expensive. Let's take a quick look. It's not too expensive. He's just too cheap. Okay, so produce-wise, we have those. We don't have any of these guys. Tomatoes and apples. Probably get one of those as well. As he stocks mushrooms. Okay. Grab this, grab this, grab this. Some peanut butter. I get some more toilet paper. He said yogurt's too expensive. Let's take a look at yogurt. Ah, it's not bad. There we go. This is kind of how the days have been progressing, right? We invest a ton of money into stock, but then by the end of the day, once everything kind of gets filled up and starts to sell down, like that rush that happens around now, we get a ton of money off of that. So there we go. I did buy the license today, which was $7.50. So that was a big chunk of change that we would have had in the bank otherwise. We have like one extra apple. Buy some apples. Buy some apples. Or not. I think this is not empty. Yeah, we'll hold that for now. You can't really tell. Juice. It's like we're store level 20, which means we should be able to hire, what was it, another cashier? Oop, online order. Can't be bothered at this moment. I want to check this. Right, so if on our hiring, what did we need level 20 on? So we can get another customer helper, but we need 2 more checkouts and scales, which is like $2,000 for all that. Okay, so we can get another cashier, which only requires the checkout station, right? Is it just the checkout counter? So 500, we can get another checkout guy? Because the self-checkout is this one in the scale, right? So I think for 500, that's all we need. That's actually probably our next purchase, now that we're level 20. That and just trying to get on top of the stock. There we go. We could use a second. Oh. Okay, we'll catch this guy real quick. Nope. Nope. Where the hell is he going? I swear I'm hitting this guy. Hello? Jesus. Okay. Holy Christ, he took a lot. Just loose mushrooms. Oh, God. Picking up mushrooms from a random alleyway in the dark. You'll love to see it. And of course, we're just going to go back and put them onto the shelf like nothing ever happened. Okay, customers waiting for the scale. Our guy's there. That's good. Put our mushrooms away. And we got a couple colas to put away as well. It's these ones down here. And this guy. And a yogurt. Okay. So, how's our guy doing? We have one more box of produce out here. He's pulling off the shelf. We're going through that. We could use another rack, like I was saying, because it is getting to the point where we're going to need to start storing all this stuff. Before I forget, I should pay my bills. We could do a big loan of 5K, but probably not worth it. We are making enough that it seems to be worthwhile to just kind of keep doing what we're doing. It's 9 p.m., so it's too late to order anything new, but we can put out the remaining stuff that will just live on the ground with everything else. Quick survey of the land here. Eggs we need. We have nothing in this bottom shelf. That's fine. We could use some cheese. May as well just do it while I'm here. Cheese. Another one of those. Can use some of this candy. One of them. Some more coffee. Some more flour. That looks pretty good. So it's 224. Throw this away. Let him just keep working away. Let's take a look at what we've got. So our License is 1100. I'm guessing it's fridge, freezer, because we got like frozen fries, frozen pizza, I'm guessing. Between that and like maybe some shelf stuff, so that could be interesting to get. Our growth section is 2600, so we're quite a ways off that one. Hiring again, we could get this guy, so I think he's our buy. So $500 for that. And if we add that into our cart, do we want a mirrored one or do we want the normal one? We could push this over and flip it to live kind of like over here, and they just kind of form a queue in here, and out they go, and then this will just kind of be over that way. Or we could try to rearrange everything, which feels a little bit maybe nonsensical at this point. Like, we don't need to reinvent the wheel for everything. The pathfinding is pretty decent for these guys, so it's not too bad. And of course, as we expand, we'll end up changing our layout anyway. So I think what we'll do, yeah, we should have enough. So he is standing, as he stands, the register is to his right. If we want to mirror it, it should be this guy here. As he's standing, the register is to his left, so we'll add one of those to our cart. 716, we've got enough for it. We'll order that one in the morning. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it an episode here. I'm going to call it an episode here. I think we've made really good progress in this one. Getting obviously the produce onto the stand, getting the expansion, this new kind of like quadrant rack and the fridge, and we're well positioned to kind of move beyond and getting some more automation. The second checkout guy is really going to help us as we unlock more SKUs. We need another rack in our storage because this guy's going to be keeping busy. So the more products we have, the more we need on those racks. So there's a lot to do. There's a lot that we have to accomplish, but we've made a hell of a lot of progress. So I'm happy with our state of affairs at the end of today. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, stick around, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.